We are indeed coming to you live from Mossel Bay. What I can tell you is that the mood is very somber here. I said to you good morning, but certainly it is not a good morning for the residents of Mossel Bay, and it is certainly not a good start for 2026. We've just learned that the situation after the fires that ravaged the area, felt fires, the situation is relatively under control. That is what we have learned now from the authorities. We're also told that the authorities are on the ground, very active, monitoring the situation and looking after any flare-up that might arise. We are told that the situation in some areas is not really under control, but where we currently are at in Mossel Bay, we are told that the situation is relatively under control. But to confirm some details around the situation here in Mossel Bay, we are joined by the Minister of Environmental Affairs here in the province of the Western Cape. It is Minister Anton Bredell. Minister, thank you so much for joining us. What is the latest detail that you can give us? I'm sure you've did try to outline some issues in the media briefing that you've just heard.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity. We're very thankful and grateful for the competencies and the hard work of the brave men and women out there. They've covered an area of 2,300 hectares that they've lost. They've lost around about 11 houses. That's very emotional, but it could have been much worse. So we're very grateful. It seems like we've got it under control, but there's flare-ups, and the teams will work in the next 12 hours very hard to deal with the flare-ups, because then the wind will pick up again. So we keep a very close eye also on the weather, but also to say thank you to our partners. Without the partners, private sector jumping in, various NGOs, the working on fire teams, other municipalities sending teams to relieve the Mossel Bay team. So it's a collective effort that help us to limit the damage as far as possible.
Any specific and particular challenges that you're facing on the ground in terms of your firefighting teams?
No, we've built this team over the last 15 years. We've got enough resources. We've got enough helicopters and water bombers. It's a collective effort, but if you work with an area stretched over 2,300 hectares with winds of 40 to 60 kilometers behind it, then you're in trouble. Doesn't matter how many resources you've got. But working together, the command structure that we put in place help us to limit the damage, and we haven't lost a life. So we're very grateful for that.
Have you engaged with the affected communities, and what sort of atmosphere are you getting and sensing from those that are affected?
No, we're going to the communities later today. Remember, throughout this province there's a couple of fires. We struggle with a big fire in Pearly Beach. We've managed, and that's the good news, we managed to save the town of Elim last night. Also over 300 firemen and women on those fires, working day and night to try and safeguard the communities there. So we're very grateful for the system, and we will interact with the community at later stages.
In terms of damages that have been caused by the ravaging fire in this community of Mossel Bay, are you able to tell us the extent of the damage?
No, not yet. We now still focus on getting the fire out completely, focusing on saving lives and protecting property as far as possible.
You talked of a big fire in which beach?
Pearly Beach, Overstrand area, Elim, the town of Elim, who's got a lot of history. Last night that town was on the threats with winds of up to 70 kilometers per hour, very dense vegetation, and Black Hawk helicopters. We sent in all the resources for other municipalities, Stellenbosch, Drakenstein, Swartland, sent resources. Cape Town has sent resources to help the Overstrand municipality, and we managed to save the town of Elim.
Minister, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That is the Minister of Environmental Affairs here in the province of the Western Cape, Anton Bredell, giving us the latest in this very devastating situation in this town of Mossel Bay.